My name is FEI-FEI. I am a producer, DJ, and I also run my own record label, Faded. Faded.com is my website, and from there you can hit up my Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, all that good stuff. Just the Flying Daggers EP just came out on New State Music, and then I've also just remixed a classic of Tiesto, Flight 643. I think the remix is coming out soon. Also have some remixes coming out on Dim-Mak, Scanners. Oh, I also just had a release come out on Dim-Mak too, Safety Off, and I'm not sure if I can say another big remix I'm doing. Not sure yet, but some really big remixes coming, and I've also got some originals coming out on several labels, and also a big EP that I won't say. But yeah, I've got a lot of stuff coming out in all different styles. Well, first of all, I think genres in general are really limiting, and it's a kind of a dirty word in my vocabulary. I have been doing a lot of bass music, and that in itself encompasses a lot of different genres. If you dubstep, drum and bass, trap, moonbaton, a lot of stuff. And I came from trance, and some people think a switch happened overnight, but really it was like a progression. Fans that have been with me since day one have known I've always played really diverse music, not just trance, not just this. I started in techno and I kind of moved in. I think as an artist, to continually evolve and change and challenge yourself is how you become a real artist. If you stick in the same thing, doing the same thing all the time, how can you possibly be happy with that? You're not growing. Yeah, tons of backlash. I don't know if you guys remember a little party I played called A State of Trance. That was kind of the big, I think, the catalyst that really showed people that, hey, I'm not just this or I'm not just that. Right, I'm super versatile. Armin and his team, I'm super privileged to have played for them. A lot of the times I'll sit down and I'll work on percussions, and it starts with the beat, it starts with the kick. I'll sit there and just obsess over making the right kick and then getting all the percussions right. But a lot of times, I'll sit down and I'll just open up, a synth and start playing with melodies or playing it into the keyboard. I think just as long as you get it down and you just play with it and you're not thinking like, oh, this is my next hit song. It's just, you experiment with stuff and you never know what's going to come from it. So that's kind of my process. I actually just directed and produced my own music video. So that has been an incredible process, and really lucky to have worked with a lot of super talented people, and hope you guys all like the finished product. Hot Asian girls with magical super soakers. The song is Flying Daggers. Sorry, yeah, it just came out. It's the Flying Daggers EP. I'm like, wait, what? Thank you. No, the Flying Daggers EP, it's Flying Daggers and Queen Cobra out on New State Music. It's out on iTunes and Beatport. It just came out last week. So it's getting, the release itself is getting incredible support. Mr. Jam played it on BBC, like Diplo supporting it, Skrillex, Dubstep, all my homies. So been really happy with that. It's a pretty floor-to-the-floor banging song. So. Well, all Pioneer stuff. I use the DJM 900 Nexus, the CDJ 2000s, and the headphones, and SD card and record box. Yeah, I like to really get into it. I mean, for me personally, if I'm feeling it that much, everyone else will, and it's kind of like a very symbiotic, relationship. Like, I feed off of the crowd. I feed off of what they're doing, and if that's not there, I can't really vibe what's going on. And for me, it's so exciting to like jump out and like run out and like grab everyone's hand and just feeling that energy, because I get so in the moment. I want to have fun. I don't want to just stand there and be all like serious. That's not me. Like, I get really into it, and in turn, I feed off of everyone else's energy. So it's great. It's a lot of fun. Well, the scene, I mean, first of all, it's amazing that it's getting so huge. It's basically like the mainstream in the States right now. And I know a lot of people have polarizing comments to say either way. They say, oh, it's sold out, it's, you know, it's too mainstream. And a lot of people think it's great, and I think it's actually great. I think there's always going to be the mainstream, and there's always going to be the underground. I think whatever level of an artist you are, there's more opportunity, the more exposure and awareness there is to the scene. So I think it's going to keep going. Definitely, the mainstream will always do the mainstream, and then it's going to start, and then the underground will always do the underground, and there's going to be different pockets of everything for everyone. So I think that's really great. I love it. It's super thriving. It's really got this like creative energy about it, and I live downtown right in the middle of things, and there's a lot of artists, so it's just kind of like a big melting pot, and it's super diverse, so I think that's amazing. It's just a big melting pot of all kinds of creative, like-minded people living in one city. I'm really addicted to nuts. Nut butters, like almond butter. Any kind of nuts, just watch out. Like, I actually try not to have it in the house because I can literally eat a whole jar of almond butter in one sitting. It's bad. And I've gone through like a pound of almonds before, and yeah, it's not, and yeah, I can OD on stuff. I have a very addictive personality, so if you give me something I like, I won't stop. I have no stop button in my head, so when I start drinking, it gets out of hand. I get really crazy. When I eat my favorite food, it gets out of hand. I don't stop. Conversely, when I get into working on a song, I will just forget to eat. I'll forget to do anything. I get really antisocial, and I'll just be holed up for like, you know, a week straight and forget about life. A lot of things I hear, because a lot of people ask me for advice, a lot of people get really hung up on the equipment. Like, what equipment do I need? Like, and they build this thing up in their head, like, oh, I don't know if I need this, or I just need this to be able to do this. And it's really like, the technology is so accessible nowadays. It's so easy just to like go out and get, you know, a sequencer and start working on music. So just go out and do it, and don't think like, I can't. Because as soon as you make an excuse in your head, you won't be able to. It's so easy just to have a good attitude and to just push yourself, because you can. You just don't think you can. And if you don't think you can, you're not. So just go out there, start working on stuff. Don't worry, it's gonna suck. It's gonna suck for quite a long time. You just keep working on it. You don't think like, oh, I'm gonna sit down and the first song I make is gonna be my hit song. It's gonna suck for a really long time, but it's the process. It's kind of like how you get through that, how you learn from your mistakes, because you never grow if you don't make mistakes. Right. So, I mean, just go out in there and do it. Don't stop yourself from it. I wish I was scared of frogs. Okay, it's when a mosquito buzzes in your ear. And just the other night, I don't know how a mosquito got in here. There's not really mosquitoes in California. It's certainly not downtown in my loft. But I woke up to a mosquito buzzing in my ear, and it wouldn't go away. And it did bite me a bunch of times, that sucker. And then it comes in and out. It's so annoying. It just makes me want to like, ugh.